So Hurricane Irma rolled through Florida last night. We avoided a direct hit, fortunately, but we still got quite a bit of wind. And one thing that I was definitely worried about were all of these trees here that could potentially fall onto the cars. We have the S14, the S13, and my dad's BRZ in the garage, just, you know, to keep things safe from these trees. But all of these other cars were vulnerable, including the FRS, which looks like it got quite a bit of debris on it from the storm. Same with my sister's car, but everything else looks fine. You know, if Irma went any more east, we would have gotten it a lot worse. So that is definitely something to be thankful for. But for all of my friends on the west coast of Florida, that's another story. So let's hope that every one of them is safe and that Irma didn't really cause too much damage. But what we're going to do, we're gonna go out for a drive, see if there's any other damage in town, and maybe take advantage of the fact that it's 8 in the morning and that no one's out on the roads. So let's do it. Uh-oh. That's some pretty good wind right there. Ugh. I don't know why it looks so foggy in here. You know what? Bet you I have a leak. Let's see. Oh, yep, sure enough. I got water in the trunk. I'm sure it's coming from the tail lights leaking, or maybe even the top of the trunk lid with all this crap here. I'll have to dry that out. And hopefully this cold start won't be too loud, because my poor old mama is still sleeping, and she's probably going to be freaking out when she hears my car starting, because she knows what I'm about to do. Any right-minded mother would not want their kid to go out into a hurricane force winds. Although I do think, you know, it's probably max winds of like 30 or 40 miles an hour, but still. There we go. I'm just gonna immediately back up. Can't see anything. Uh-oh, looks like a tree fell right here and barely missed that truck. Man. Sean's house is good, a fellow BRZ owner. That's good. Look at all this crap on the road. It's crazy. Another tree down right there. Now I'll tell you guys what, I've lived through a couple of hurricanes that have passed by where I live. You know, being in Northeast Florida, we really don't have many storms come our way. And if we do, we just get the outer bands of the storm, which really don't give us that crazy of winds. Needless to say, hurricanes aren't anything to mess with, so you have to be careful. It's the storm surge of these hurricanes is what gets you. Uh-oh. Look what we have here, our first major road blockage. Good thing the FRS sits so high on these coilovers, it's basically like owning a four-wheel drive car. We're good. Uh-oh. This stuff up here flooded pretty good. It's kind of scary. Any more and it would be flooding the roads right here. Dodging some debris. I do wonder if everyone else is without power. We got spared with having power at our house, but luckily we have a generator in the garage in case power did go out. We'll hit up my favorite drift spot real quick. Well, not my favorite drift spot, but one of the few spots I have here back home. Hopefully no trees fell back here. Pretty cool. All of the debris in the roads makes it 10 times easier to drift. I mean, I can almost guarantee that we didn't see any winds higher than probably 80 to 90 miles an hour last night. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't be drifting when there's a buttload of police officers right there. Yeah, that's not smart. They could definitely hear me back there. Bunch of debris in the roads here. That's literally all this storm did, just put debris all over the place. Yeah, power's knocked out on this side of the town. Otherwise you'd see these lights on. debris. It's flooded back here. We don't want to go through this stuff, that's for sure. It's my friend's 240. Huh. He's keeping it safe over there, that's for sure. Uh-oh, cops right there. I'm gonna get pulled over. There's cops literally chilling right there. I'm screwed. Some of you guys are probably thinking, why am I being an idiot right now out on the public roads? Well, it's because I've always wanted to drift the roads back home. And if the damage was any worse than what I'm seeing right now, then I would stay off so that I can give all of the space to the officers to do their job. First casualty of the day, low-hanging street light. Nope, not getting pulled over today, sir. I'm just letting these officers do their job by getting off the road. I saw them behind me. I mean, I wasn't doing anything illegal at the time. Figured I'll give them the right of way. Uh-oh, and it looks like we have quite a few more coming up behind us. I'll get out of the roads. Like I said, I don't wanna be in the way of the officers trying to do their job. There they go. Don't mind me, officers. I'm just your favorite local neighborhood street drifter, trying to mind his own business. Don't mind me. Even though the damage doesn't look all that bad, I would imagine that the majority of the officers out on the road are responding to emergency calls for either people without power that need supplies, or actually no, I'm thinking it has to do more with looting. Looting is a big problem when it comes down to like hurricanes and major storms rolling through. You know, everyone's barricaded themselves inside, or they evacuated, which leaves all of their valuables behind for people to come and snatch up. And that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to evacuate back when we saw that the storm could have been 10 times worse than it was. You know, with all the cars at the house, you know, chilling, all it takes is for some stupid kid to come in, swipe up all my tires, maybe even steal a car or two. And I'm not about to let that happen without a fight. Look at what happened down in South Florida. Now granted, South Florida had much more of an impact than we did, but still, if I saw someone rummaging through my crap trying to steal something, oh man, it would not be pretty. Alright, we'll check out my other drift spot that I have. You know, part of me is thinking this is gonna be like a hub back here for the officers to like meet up for emergency response. So we're gonna chill back here. It's more risky drifting now than it is drifting at any other time, like at night, just because of how many officers are out on the road. Honestly, it just looks like any old rainy day back here. It's not bad at all. This is probably the last spot I'm gonna drift, just because I don't want to push my luck. S13, I would be killing it right now. I wanted to take you guys through downtown St. Augustine, of course, you know, not gonna drift, but just to see if, you know, how bad the flooding and the damage is down there. Because that is like the lowest lying part of St. Augustine because it butts right up next to the intercoastal. Just getting off the phone with my dad, he said that they have a curfew down there, and we don't want to be anywhere where there's a curfew. Yeah, if I had the S13, we'd be having a blast out here. I would non-G all of this stuff. But this sure does make me miss drifting this thing. It's just so smooth and easy. Oh wow, I didn't even notice this. A tree fell out right on one of the main roads. Oh, and there's a car behind there. What happened? Oh geez, the car got hit. Oh man, they must have hit the tree. Wow. Hopefully whoever's in there is okay. Uh-oh. Standing water. Standing water. Must go slow. Must go very slow. Oh geez. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay. All right, we're good. So I wanted to take you guys out onto the island. Right over that bridge is called Anastasia Island. That's where my friend Victor lives. But it looks like they have the National Guard blocking it off for what I'm assuming is to be a curfew that has been implemented. Man. At least they're doing their job. And hopefully Victor and them are safe. What a great community we live in of people helping each other out. That was fun. We might have made the FRS a little bit more dirty thanks to the lobster fitment. We did run over quite a bit of debris though, that's for sure. My bumper's still on? Yeah, boy. Nacho, you check out the house? Is everything okay? Everything good? Good. You're happy, so I'm assuming everything's okay. Everything okay, Drift Dad? I didn't drift it. The clutch slipped. Here. Go to the right. And before Drift Dad realizes that I left a mark on the driveway, I better clean it up. Well, the more scraping I do, the more that I take off the top layer of concrete, so I'm probably gonna need to pressure wash it. Oops, wasn't me. Like I was saying before, the biggest cause of damage and death with hurricanes is the storm surge. Now, luckily, at this location at my house in St. Augustine, we are at about 28 feet of elevation, and the beach is probably not even 10 minutes away. And I don't even think we saw more than, 3 to 4 feet of storm surge, luckily. Now, for those that live along the coast, that's still not good. That will cause a lot of damage. And I know there's gonna need to be a certain level of rebuild process for a bunch of my friends that live here. So on that note, I think this is where the video is gonna end. I'm gonna edit this, get it out, and then go help whoever needs help. And I'm not going to film it, because I'd rather get my friends and anyone else who needs help the help they need without the worry or need to film. But let's just be thankful that we didn't incur any major damage, at least at my home. So thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun going out there drifting. No, it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I'm not the smartest person out there. So hope you guys have a good one, and make sure to stay safe. Peace.